BioSci Healthcare.
BioSci Healthcare.
Yeah.
My name is Rupesh and I am at front of one of the representative of company. So could you please tell me something brief about the company and yourself?
Sure. My name is KANISHK and I am the Chief Business Officer at BioSci Healthcare. We are a diagnostics company which is based out of Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. We manufacture a number of, a full range of diagnostic equipment, which includes semi-automatic or fully automatic machine and our electrolyte analyzer. Apart from that, we also manufacture blood collection tubes. We also manufacture reagents for biochemistry on this side, rapid diagnostic kits and urine strips. Rapid diagnostic kits across multiple parameters: dengue, malaria, triple H, which include HIV, HPLC, HCV, syphilis, and H. pylori, sickle cell test, among a number of other tests. Urine strips come in very different formats depending on the number of parameters that have to be tested. You have 2 parameter tests as well as 10 parameter tests. So, we've been exhibiting at a number of shows. We are a fairly new company. However, we are part of a diagnostics group called Science House Medicals, based out of Bhopal itself, which has more than 30 years of experience in this field of distribution and installation of diagnostic equipment. We are definitely very excited to be here. I think we had some good leads at this show. Of course, the footfall was low, but they were very quality leads. I think that was the good part, because in a number of shows, what happens is that you have hundreds of people, but the quality leads are only no more than 10-20% of that. However, here I would say that the useful leads have been about more than 40-50%, which is actually a good thing for a show like this, of this size for that matter. Again, I think the advantage we have here is that there are not many other diagnostic companies. We are only one among the 2 or the 3 other diagnostic companies here. That was actually our intention of coming here, at least to be in a show where not many of our competitors are there. We have a lot of interest from people on our blood collection tubes, which is understandable because people are here for other diagnostic equipment, surgical equipment, medical equipment and stuff, and they feel that blood collection tubes is an area which is a product line which they can potentially add to their range of products. But we've also had some inquiries from outside India as well. We've had customers visit us from Africa, Burkina Faso, South Africa, Colombia, Chile, Peru. So, which is quite interesting to see a mix of people who have been visiting here. So yeah, overall I think we are quite satisfied with the show, and hopefully we'll be here again next year.
After pandemic, as you know, there are lots of diagnostics companies. They are into introduce their the rapid kits and all this have been introduced.
Right.
And this segment is parallelly increasing as you can compare with the other diagnostics segments. So is there any support from the government? Means in the sense of they are giving you any kind of support to expand their business in any other sense?
Well, I mean, you rightly said COVID-19 pandemic was very unfortunate that we had to face it in our lives. But, it was a silver lining for the diagnostics industry globally and particularly in India. Post-pandemic, there have been, a flurry of diagnostic companies that have come into existence. Our company as well was actually founded during the COVID pandemic itself. In terms of the kind of supports that the government is giving, of course, there are a lot of diagnostic parks which have been announced, across different states in India, which invite companies, startups, existing manufacturers to come and take a land and set up their manufacturing units here. So, and government offers a lot of incentives, in terms of lower price of land and deferred payments on lands and deferred taxes on the exports that you do from those facilities. Apart from that, there have been certain PLI schemes that have been announced by the government. Of course, they are in only particular segments for diagnostics and medical equipment. We unfortunately don't have any products in that range, but we are constantly expanding our product range. In terms of other benefits, of course, there has been a big push on the regulatory side of things from the government. It's very important in a growing sector to have just enough regulation, not over-regulation, because over-regulation is going to prevent companies from launching. But diagnostics and healthcare is such a sector that there has to be some level of regulation. So I think India, for that matter, has been very well balanced in terms of regulation. Medical device rules were launched in 2017. The next version was launched just a few years ago, which has built upon the previous generation of the medical device rules. So overall, I mean, I think if there is a startup or if there is a new company which wants to develop a new product, the incentives are there from the from the government. Apart from that, there have been a lot of research collaborations that government has been encouraging in this space. So I think, it's very rightly said that diagnostics is a sunrise sector for India, and we are definitely very excited to be a part of that sector. Yeah,
So
and the future looks good.
as we can heard, more and more about the Make in India campaign of PM
Yeah.
Modi ji. So he's
Yeah.
in Dream project.
Yep.
So do you have any kind of changes in this segment? If you can talk about diagnostics and healthcare segment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we are a company which is also, heavily focused on Make in India. Our biochemistry analyzers, the semi-automatic and the fully automatic ones, are fully developed from scratch in India. Majority of their parts are sourced locally, as against a number of companies which are importing their equipment from other countries, especially China. I think the government has made it very clear that we have to reduce our dependence on imports from China, and that's sort of like the focus of our company as well. Minimize. Sure, there are certain raw materials globally which you can only get in China, especially at a price, because India is a very, very price sensitive market. So of course raw materials do come from China, a lot of them, but as far as a lot of manufacturing activities are concerned, I think our focus as a company is to do everything as much as possible in India, and that is quite evident with the kind of investments that we have already made in our manufacturing facility and will be making over the next couple of years. Yeah.
Thanks for your giving your valuable time, sir.
No, it's a pleasure.
Wonderful day ahead.
Thank you very much.